No,
You don't have friends, we have family. Yeah. What's up, guys?
I like that slogan.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Carpool Lane. Woo! It's been like, what, a month and a half? Maybe?
Wow.
Since I think we're on 97. Podcast 97. So close to 100. Some things have changed. A lot of big things have changed. Of course, I'm your host, Alex. Jessica, unfortunately, isn't here tonight, but we'll be sure to get her in the next episode. I'm also with my beautiful wife, Stephanie. Say hi, baby.
Hey, guys.
Sound more excited.
Well, it's been a while, right?
I know, it's been a while.
Summertime.
And we're also with the most perfect couple ever is Fernando and Leslie.
Hi.
Hi, how are you guys?
Hi.
And they're hosting us here. We're at their new place. It's beautiful. They got a nice big screen TV, beautiful couches to crash on later on.
They lit a candle just for us.
A little candle. Oh my god, it's such a beautiful place, guys. And I'll let Leslie. Leslie, you want to do the announcement?
That we're expecting?
That you're expecting.
We are 21 weeks today.
21 weeks.
You're more than halfway there now.
Oh my god.
It changes once you pass that halfway mark.
Yeah?
Oh my god.
How so?
It's like the first part, it's like they take all your blood, they have to run all these tests for the baby.
Yeah.
Take
your blood.
And it's like, you're just like,
Is it?
I'm still holding my breath, but
Okay, yeah.
it's like all these tests, and it sucks because it takes time to get the results. So you're playing the waiting game. So we got through our anatomy scan, so that's kind of one of the bigger things.
Yeah.
Yes,
Some
big
of the big
milestone.
things.
So ever since we got through that, I mean, I feel a little bit more relaxed. But ever since then, it's like, okay, baby's coming. So now the parental anxiety sets in.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Once you feel relief in one, another setback.
So if you don't know, guys, we're gonna be talking some baby talk tonight. Baby 101, how to make a baby. Fernando, do you remember? Just kidding. You remember that night?
Sort of.
Well, sort of. Damn.
I do.
Blacked out. But no, guys,
There's a few
like
nights.
obviously we have our son, our own. He just turned 11 months. So I mean, we're gonna give Leslie and Fernando a little bit of experience from what we have, from the little experience that we have. Obviously, we're not experts, but we're learning still.
We'll walk through it. Just anything.
So now we're like, the reality is setting in, kind of like, well, we're gonna have to bring him into this world, and like thinking about hopefully it's a safe delivery, and like that's
there's
gonna
always
work
things
out,
that can.
like,
I mean, it's the back of your mind. You have to think positive, but from experience from people telling us stories about, between now and delivery, even things unfortunately can go wrong. But honestly, that's in the back of my mind too, in our mind. But I mean, I don't like to talk about it a lot, so I don't want to bring that negative energy, which I'm doing.
Negative.
But so yeah, I mean, because from when the first time, we lost our first pregnancy, it's kind of stuck with us, and it was tough. But I mean, now we're just, I can do is hope and pray. And so we're excited, and hopefully we'll be good parents.
Yeah.
For our child.
You guys are due early December.
Yeah, December 3rd is the due date.
And I know you. Of course, I know you for years, but like.
You're like, oh no.
Is this when we need Jenny in this conversation?
You
Because she was straight up.
have to look it up.
But I've known for years Fernando's been ready to be a dad. I see the way you look at your nephews and everything. Of course, you see Julian.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and of course I wanted you to be a dad. Obviously we don't have a lot of cousins for Julian around here, but you guys are the closest to her family that we have. And of course, little Miguel, Gabriel, and then your baby as well will also be part of the family.
He'll show him Julian will show our son the ropes.
Yeah, and we're gonna
climb up the stairs.
Oh God.
Jesus.
I mean, I
Kind of
feel
make a cute face.
yeah. I mean, we can see it. Julian's gonna be a little bit of a Dominic. Oh my
man.
God. Yeah. Like he has no fear. I mean, he's he only got scared once.
Very courageous.
Yes,
Good.
he's only got scared once, and
Scares
now
me.
it's just a few days ago. We went to Dominic's softball game, and it was at night, and people cheered when Dominic hit the ball, and we were like, "Oh my God, Dominic!" That's when he got scared because it was all of a sudden.
He got scared.
But that was the only time he's ever been scared from like a sound or anything. I mean, Tino barks right in front of him, a car or something. He doesn't get scared like that.
He seems pretty brave. I see that in my nephew Gabriel too. He's pretty brave. Like, I mean, of course he cries here and there. Things upset him, but like he's rambunctious, man. He doesn't get the dog they got. Their dog Storm. Like yesterday, he was holding a little treat. Mm-hmm. Gabriel. Every time my sister, his mom, gives him a treat to give to the dog, Gabriel holds onto it and like laughs and takes it everywhere with him. And the dog's biting him, and he doesn't. She bites hard, and she was biting him, and he can tell he has pain on his face, but he was just like he brushed it off. Wow. So he's brave too. He's crazy. God. So he's gonna be a little tough one. But yeah, I mean, man. Seeing like my sister with her nephews, it's you can see the stress on her face, like the frustration, but and that's with every parent, I'm sure. Like especially when they have kids, a few kids. But they always tell me it's worth it.
Yeah, and like of course we're gonna like say some bad things about being a parent, but the good things totally overwhelm us. JJ's smile.
Not bad things, but just obstacles.
Obstacles, there you go. I wouldn't say bad, but obstacles. But yeah, like the good totally outweighs the bad. Like when you come home and you see their kids smile. Like when we leave her at our mom's and then we see him after a few hours and we say, "Hi JJ," and he's smiling right at us. He knows mommy, daddy. He wants to hug us and everything. Mostly her. Because
you know what he did yesterday? He because he was out on the porch and I finally was coming home from work and Alex is. I think they were watching a video, and he looks up. He goes,
big old smile.
He's like that, and then I'm like, oh, JJ, I hold him, and he goes, and then as I'm holding him, he goes, he comes up to me, and he goes, Mama, and he goes like this.
Really? He wants to kiss you.
I'm like,
and he wants to kiss.
Anything bad that happened today, you made it 100 times.
You made it my day right now.
That's
made it my day.
You come home to that.
And so, we got a ton of good things to say. But, I mean, if we're going to talk about, like, one thing, like you guys brought it up about the parents' sanity is keeping you guys sane during this whole process. Because, like, it's an obstacle, like, when it's 3 a.m, the baby's crying. You tried rocking him. He's not working, so it's like he comes in. It's not working. It's not working. So you pass out, and so like your sanity will be tested, and like the next thing you know, you're gonna be wanting to turn on each other because you're just like frustrated, and he's you can't lash it out on the baby. You'll lash it out at him, or he'll do it to you. Yeah. And so luckily we try to do a system where it's like
teaming.
You have to tag team it. Like it's.
Hey man.
You have to. I mean,
it takes 2, right?
It does take 2, and God help those single parents out there. But yeah, like for us, that we did like our routine. Like at night, 9:30, close to 10, he'll start to fall asleep. She'll, we'll make him a bottle. She'll get a rocking chair. It helps, big help. Get a nice comfortable rocking chair and just rock him, and like she'll rock him to sleep. And because she's much better at it, so it's like okay, you can take care. I can do it sometimes, but like. She's way better. She'll for sure knock him out.
I put him to sleep every
night. And so like we'll have a sound machine on, to block out the sound because we have some annoying ass dogs, in our neighborhood. That sucks. And but the sound helps. The sound machine helps. She puts him to sleep, and while she's asleep, I'm cleaning up anything that's in the bed, like laundry, anything like that. Put it all away. That way, when she comes back in, we got about an hour and a half before we're about to go to bed. I will get us a glass of wine. We'll sit in the bed, watch some stupid reality TV show. Yeah. And the next thing you go to bed. And that's our routine almost Monday through Friday. And it works. It keeps us sane, and because I know she can handle it better. And then like now we recently got into a routine where like when Julian wakes up like 3 a.m, I'll be the first one to feed him. We'll take shifts.
I can't. Yeah, he is my balance because I can't for the life of me wake up. I like that do the first shift. I don't know why because I did it all like the first few months. Yeah, it was me. I woke up because I know you still, you're at work, you work. So I'm like, okay, I'll wake up at least, every time. And he would get the very last shift, but JJ would wake up every like 2-3 hours or so. But I don't know how I did it then. But like now it's gotten so freaking hard, like to wake up the first shift. But eventually, so once he wakes up later in the, at night, maybe like 5 a.m. or so. Then I'll keep, I'll make sure, he's still asleep. We'll turn down. We sleep with the baby monitor on. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I haven't been able to cut that cord at all. So that's what gives me my baby.
Is JJ, is he, Is he sleeping in his own room, like separate from you guys?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really good.
After
I think. When did you guys start, and how did you do that?
So the way that we started at about maybe once he grew out of his bassinet.
Yeah, I was gonna
and
say,
once he started turning he started rolling around. So that's maybe about 5 months. Maybe?
About 5.
5 months or so, about 5 months. So that's a good stretch for a
So how'd you guys feel about that? Did you guys get sad or emotional?
Okay,
it was just more worry, is he okay?
Right, yeah, exactly.
Okay, no. Well, let's talk about each other's experiences first. For me personally, oh man, having his naps and his sleep in one room was so hard because you know what? I still get anxiety of making sure that he gets his rest. His naps, it's like an art, to be honest. But anyway, for me, I had to be extra quiet, in his naps. Honestly, I felt like I was trapped in my own room. That was the hardest part for me. One of the hardest parts because I need to do stuff. I'm either too sleepy, so okay, maybe I'll nap next to him. But I'm like, well, shit, I need to do laundry, this, that,
That's
whatever.
That's the best time to do it.
And you think it's such a small space, but still, it's like your mind telling you, oh, you need to do something, whatever. But for me personally, but I feel like those months were really, really hard. And then finally, when we were able to transition him to his bed in his crib, I could barely sleep that first night. I'm like, we need a freaking baby monitor. We need that baby monitor to stay on the whole night. The whole night.
The camera,
yeah.
That's what Alyssa has, yeah.
So we have it on the whole night to make sure, because we sleep with our doors closed because it's just in case, God forbid, a fire. Technically, you should be sleeping with the doors closed so that, because once the fire starts, the fastest way that it travels is with open doors. And I've seen, similarities of a room that's like a house that has experienced a fire, a room that's been open with the door open, and a room that's been closed. And you see the room that was closed. I don't mean to psych you out, but just that's the shit that you think about. So I sleep with the door. We sleep with the doors closed. So that's why we have the baby monitor as well. Even with the door closed, for me personally, I remember one time, we turned the volume down all the way, and I heard JJ. I'm like, fuck, damn, we didn't turn up the volume or something. But for me, there's something in me that it's just that thing. I don't know. It's different. We're different. For me, when he wakes up, it's something in me just clicks, and I wake up, I'm like, oh shit, the baby. Even when when that scenario has ever happened. But anyway. That's how I've managed with that baby monitor. The first day is super freaking hard because, it's the baby, although they're next door, you're for me, I'm like, damn, is he sleeping okay? Is, oh my God. At one point once he figured out how to get on his belly, back and forth, roll around, we noticed that we'd put him down and he'd wake up on the opposite side of the fucking bed. I'm like, did you put him on the other side?
She'll look at me what did you do?
I was like, why did you put him on the other side? He's like, no, that's it. I'm like, we're like, oh, shit.
He's been rolling around.
But, it's good by that point, it's good that we transitioned him to, his crib. And he's able, that's, some people are totally okay with co-sleeping throughout the whole first year, and that's totally fine if you choose to do that. That's totally your decision. That's totally okay. Yeah. But I kind of wanted to, get him used to that separation a little bit. But if he cries, knows that mom or dad will come. So, and that's gonna take a while to, for him to understand and stuff. But and of course he's a baby, and that's okay. But that's how I've managed so far, to have him.
I mean, the most recent thing, transition is once a week, I'll go in there at 3 a.m. I'll feed him a bottle, 6-ounce bottle, change his diaper, and I'll rock him back to sleep, and he'll look like about to fall asleep, and then I put him in the bed, and all of a sudden he wakes up. He's got a second wind. It's and I just spent 45 minutes trying to make sure he goes down because I'm waiting for him to finish the bottle.
Reason that happens is because he's going through changes. Yeah. So it's either teething or he's going through these regression periods.
Yeah.
So
teething,
teething is
so at that moment, before I used to get frustrated, so now I'm spending about an hour and a half, maybe close to 2 hours, just trying to put him down and trying everything. But now what we do is like, her greatest strength is like when he's next to her, he's calm. Mm-hmm. And so it's 3 a.m. I was like, you know what? I'm taking him to the room.
Just bring him to bed.
I'll bring him to bed. We'll put him in the middle of the bed. She hugs him, maybe breastfeeds him a little bit, and then he, maybe we'll give him another 2-ounce bottle, and he'll slowly fall asleep within like half an hour or so. And so that helps out so much because next thing you know, she grabs him, put him in the next room, and he's out for the rest of the day.
You figure out ways that works for you that, how to lay him down, and, and like recently I figured out, okay, so since when I lay him down, I'll put a blanket on him so he feels nice and warm. I never let him sleep with blankets. I don't feel comfortable with that. He just sleeps in his sleep sack.
Oh, sack, yeah.
Yeah. And like during when it's cold, he'll have a different kind of sleep sack, which is a lot warmer. Yeah. But right now I have like a really thin one. It's like Burt's Bees, really thin. Because I just noticed that when he has at least a sleeper like that, and it's just like a bodysuit that he does. Right. And when I notice is he doesn't move as much like in his crib and like. His feet don't get trapped.
It's like a straight jacket.
It just really happens.
It is really a little straight jacket or a little
they feel comfortable like that.
Yeah,
and
it's safe. And that kind of sleep sack is safe. But anyway,
it's because like they say blankets can be dangerous, right? That they have the sleep sack.
Yes. So it's for me. I don't have. I'm the kind of parent where. I don't have anything. I don't have bumpers in his crib. I don't have any toys, pillows, nothing. It's just his bed sheet and that's it. And him and
no pillows.
No pillows because that can become a hazard too. Even on the crib, it tells you don't add any comforters because it is a hazard.
Imagine how they did it back in the day.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is how they did it back in the day.
And we constantly.
Yeah,
and we my mom and his mom, they say like, oh yeah, about the bumpers, this and that, but. I don't feel comfortable with that, so I just don't.
You're his mom. I mean,
I feel like with time, the more we know, the better we can do. I feel. Yeah. But there's always that risk of SIDS as well. Yeah. So we have like when it's hot, we keep the fan on. So I follow this page on Instagram. Thank God for Instagram. It's like a curse and a blessing sometimes, to be honest, with so much resources. Because I follow this page that it's like infant sleep safety, and I've learned a lot of things to help cut back just a little bit, just cut back on like increasing the of SIDS and stuff like that. Right. So basically, you learn a lot. Well, for me, like I've learned a lot of things like keeping the fan on, because the temperature. There's like you have to be careful. The temperature, is it too hot in the room? Because newborn babies, they can't regulate their temperature.
Yeah.
So at least with like the lowest setting of like a fan, I did the most. Like when it was cold, I would roll up towels and I would put it against the window because the room would get really cold. So like there's just so much that goes on in your mind.
Man. Yeah. No, but hearing you talking,
but yeah, like the biggest thing, like I said, like. Try not to turn on each other. You just find a smarter way to make sure the baby's comfortable and you guys are comfortable at the same time.
Right. Yeah. And get a baby monitor.
You learn a lot.
Get a baby monitor that has a temperature setting on it.
It's crazy because I remember when you're pregnant and before he was born, I mean, it was something all like new to you guys, right? Mm-hmm. And now like hearing all this knowledge, that's pretty good. Yeah. I mean, you learn it, right? You're never ready. It's like when your kid's born, it's like there's no manual, right, on how to raise a baby. Yeah, I mean, but you just go through it. And
and exactly like from what we're going through, it could be completely different from you guys because your kid might actually sleep 8 hours.
Yes,
exactly. Julian's different. He'll wake up like
I know someone whose kid does sleep up the whole night.
And you want to fucking hit them in the face. Like, I fucking hate you guys.
Arnie, it's like fuck you.
His cousin Arnie, her baby, her new baby, she and I think with her with Olivia too, like they slept. They're amazing sleepers, and I'm like, they're like this. We're like 8 to 8. I'm like,
hey, you like switch? No,
switch a baby
for a few days.
It's like see, that's the thing with me. Sometimes I'd be like, okay, well, what did I do wrong? It's like a night that he finally sleeps to at least 6 hours. It's like, well, what did I do? Let's replay it again. But it's just I realize babies are not robots, so they're just just like us. We have bad days.
Exactly, one day. Exactly, none's perfect, right? Some days we don't have good days. We have great days and bad days, and that's how babies are, right?
Yeah.
But I was just thinking that when he's older, like once he becomes a teenager, you're not gonna be able to wake his ass up in the morning.
I know. Like, what's this when you
go to sleep? Hey, you're like,
get your ass up.
Let's go to school. Get ready. No,
I'm gonna be that mom at 6 a.m.
Let's go, guys.
Oh god.
Oh no.
I know.
He's like, Mom, stop.
Oh
yeah.
God.
No, it sounds like it's a lot of work, and it sounds like fun too, right? But like you said, it's I mean, me and Leslie, I think we're. Of course, I get nervous and it's like kind of like, okay, how's our life?
Here he comes.
Well, how's our life going to change and towards each other and stuff, and but I know that we could, we can just like you said, tag team work together, and honestly, yeah, we might be frustrated at each other sometimes, and during that, but I mean, we're just gonna have to
like if
be each other's best, teammate, right?
You're on the same. You're like you guys are like on the same team, and it's.
I know.
You'll realize your weaknesses, and you'll be able to notice, your strengths. Like you'll.
And exactly like
there's
you were
a
saying.
Freaking balance. I think
right.
like between him and I, there's a balance, and I know there will be a balance between you two. So, like, let's say if you decide to nurse, and you want to pump. That's like, okay, so now I guess we can talk about like ways that that you could help. I know that you could help like with if you
don't ever punch her in the boob.
Pumping. I'm letting you know now. I didn't enjoy pumping because of all the labor work, like cleaning and sanitizing.
Oh, all the little mini parts.
Yeah. So you might lose one, and oh god, I'm sorry. For me, it was
my sister
more
told me
convenient
about the mini
nurse.
Parts.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I had to clean them, cleanse them. Oh my god.
You had to clean them too.
And that's where you can like help, cleaning the little pieces here and there, because that gets very tedious and
tedious.
Very tedious.
No pun intended.
Nice.
Or when you
I have plenty of milk for my coffee in the morning. I just know.
Or that. Like when you're seriously lack of sleep,
must
then.
Taste very sweet.
Rest for like 20-30 minutes. You don't even have
hey, JJ, that's JJ's, alright?
Yeah.
Like you don't even have to sleep. You can just lay down.
JJ, you have competition now.
Rest, be on your phone. Like you don't have to sleep, just kind of regather your thoughts yourself.
Yeah.
Just you kind of go into like the routine. But the thing about babies too is just that once you figure it out, things kind of change at some point. You learn to kind of go with the freaking flow at the end of the day.
You kind of hate it when your parents are right and your mom says, "Oh, be careful, he's gonna do this, he's gonna do that," and he does do this and that. And
your mom is so right when she said babies are like seasons because they change.
I hate when she's right sometimes.
Hey man, that's your mom.
Yeah.
Dude. As long, it's the same with my mom. Like sometimes she says that's like yeah, whatever, and my dad too, right? Parents. But in reality, they're right, because they've been through it. They've been through the ringer, right? So,
multiple.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh
so how your mom is, how she's helped you guys too, and your mom too.
Oh, for sure. So,
immensely. We're very fortunate that we had the support that we did up until now. Still, thank God. And. I mean, with you guys, it'll be, how do you feel that it'll be, just you two here? Like, does it overwhelm you? Do you think, like...
It's overwhelming, but at the same time, it's like we have no idea what we're in for. So we can't even think about, like, planning a route. Like, it's just going to come, and we're going to have to adapt. But,
We were just talking about that before you guys came. We were sitting here, and I was saying, some people, like I know my sister, she lived with my parents, her and Miguel, when Miguelito was born, and they have help, and that's the best thing to do, right? Sometimes is get all the help you can, but like living on our own, I know close by we have our have my in-laws,
that's
and
one of the
like
best
my
parts,
parents, and then we have Eliana, your sister, and they can help a lot. But thinking about having us by ourselves here with a baby, it's kind of nerve-wracking. But like I was telling her, like how Leslie was just saying, excuse me, ready or not, like I mean, we're gonna have to just adjust.
The good news for like a newborn, like the first month, they're mostly sleeping, and so you just feed them, just make sure like I think what was it like for sure we needed the gripe water. It's this water to help them with hiccups. it's a much need. It helped.
I will say my pediatrician or JJ's pediatrician was he really didn't like the idea of gripe water. He's like, why are you using gripe water? I'm like, well, it does this, it does that. He's like, no, like you don't need that shit pretty much. But
that's the old school way.
Well, when it stops the hiccups after him hiccuping for 10 minutes, then
that thing was gold. With
it helps.
Hey,
because
you guys as parents, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
He's, you know,
if it's not harming his insides,
whatever.
it's
that's
just
one
turning
thing.
off hiccups.
You know that I learned from like Lupe and like from my mother-in-law and then my mom. It's like, man, your pediatrician. I'm sorry, their pediatrician is not going to be 100% right all the time. That's one thing I realized.
Yeah, because this is a completely different baby.
Okay, so with at some point, babies their little tummies are so new, so sometimes they may get constipated or gassy. You don't know, they're crying. They're crying, and you don't know what it is. And with doctors, they don't. I guess so. Babies aren't recommended to. I guess it's not as safe, to drink water,
right?
And after, once they turn 6 months and over, because it's just, I guess their little bodies don't need it. They're good with milk, to be honest. But I didn't want to bring it up to my to the pediatrician because my mom and, my mother-in-law, they recommended, because at some point JJ was getting really gassy, he just was in pain. And they had recommended, well, do yerba buena. But I'm like, but it has water, this and that. He can't drink it. But at that point I was desperate and I'm like, we're doing it, and lo and behold, and it kind of helped, actually.
Yeah,
see, how do you think they did it back then?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how they did it.
It's just my mom's like, how do you think
my grandma had 8 kids. My other grandma had 6.
You probably had that too when you were little. You did too.
Oh,
I did.
Even now.
So you ever want to do
it
does help.
Gripe water and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what
She's like, I don't remember. Hey, I don't remember too. Yeah. All I remember is my dad gave me a little beer one time, but no, I'm just playing. And I didn't like it.
Yeah, so the when it does help, when the baby's constipated and everything, so it helps out a lot when they relieve themselves. So I was like, oh, that's so great. But yeah, little stuff like that, grape water, yerba buena tea. I mean, one thing, one trick. I forgot what. There was another couple we talked to that they didn't know we did this, but it was I think maybe it was Arnie or someone else, but at night we have a whole station set up where we have 2 6-ounce bottles, 1 4-ounce bottle. We have his formula, and then we heat up water and we put it in a thermos, and it keeps it warm throughout the entire night. So it's 3 a.m. He wakes up, water's at a perfect temperature. Pour it in the bottle, and I just give it to him while I'm changing his diaper, and then I rock him to sleep. And usually he goes to sleep. Usually this whole week he's been going to sleep, so which is great. But knock on wood. But that's we have our station, and so some people are like, oh my god, I used to actually come down. Yeah, I didn't even think of a thermos to keep it warm throughout the night, and it helps so much.
That's if you choose to formula feed, or we do both. I nurse, and then we also do we feed our baby on formula. But yeah, I don't know how I think it was just my idea one day. Why don't we just freaking put it in a thermos instead of having to make new water every single time?
And once it got to the point where she was I can't produce that much milk to feed him, we had to switch the formula and we had to mix it up. And slowly we started switching more and more formula, and he was doing fine, doing perfect. Actually, he was doing better because he was drinking more.
Yeah.
Does he still get up at 3 a.m. Every night?
Sometimes.
Yeah, lately he's he'll wake up, he'll do maybe about a 4 to 5 hour stretch of sleep first, and then he'll wake up maybe 2 hours again after that, and then initially he'll be awake by 6:30 or 7.
How babies do that because they don't have any, like you said, notion of time.
Right.
She's been waking up in the middle of the night a lot because sometimes she can't sleep, and then
baby cakes.
She feels him at 3 a.m, 5 a.m, and I'm like,
oh yeah,
yeah, but
I'm thinking,
the day,
great.
He's all calm.
Yes. She's all kicking Fernando.
Yeah, you'll be on.
Seriously.
Oh man, I remember that. I remember being on my side, every single night, and you just feel.
Did he kick you?
Oh, it still doesn't feel
Wait, you mean when he was in the stomach or out of the stomach?
You didn't feel?
You feel a little buzz, right?
Yeah, a little.
I can feel him jump and everything. But yeah, he for sure kicked me now.
I kicked you now.
He kicks me now.
The diapers.
When I was changing the diaper, he hit me in the nuts or something. I don't know.
Oh hell no.
I guess going back to pregnancy,
It's getting uncomfortable to sleep.
Okay, what helps? I feel like, yeah.
Oh, I forgot to bring the pregnancy pillow.
No. I know. We'll have to go to the storage to pick that up. But yeah, the pregnancy pillow was pretty helpful. I mean,
it's getting hot.
Yeah, it's a little warm in here.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
76.
Yeah, the pregnancy pillow.
Yeah, the pregnancy pillow was a big help. But I mean, I wouldn't sleep with it all the time because we have we're tall people in a queen size bed, and then an extra big ass pillow was a lot at some point. But I feel like it did make a difference because you get that balance between your body.
It does feel nice. I fell asleep on it a couple times too.
I feel like you slept on it.
It feels good.
But anyway,
I miss it.
I feel like it gets towards the end. For me, it did get harder because it feels like all this weight is in front of you, and when you're getting up just to go to the bathroom,
and then you have to get up a bunch of times at night. You have to pee.
You gotta pee. You might as well just sleep with a freaking diaper.
Well, yeah, that's what sucks, man. Because she's been getting up a lot because she has to pee.
I don't feel like I don't want to get up. I'm comfortable, and then you have to.
Because the baby's right there. You feel the pressure's damn it, okay.
It's been happening a lot. On our vacation, I think you slept through the whole nights, right? Or
one of them, yeah, but here I kind of wake up sometimes.
You wake up here more, I think, because we did so much over there. We walked around and did a lot.
I was exhausted.
So that night she slept through the whole night.
Take walk. Do you guys feel comfortable taking walks at night or in the evening?
Yeah.
Do you have the energy to? Okay.
Yeah, I do now. I've been starting to walk.
She's doing that. I saw you guys walking on.
Oh yeah.
I was driving. I'm oh look, there they are.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that helped out.
Well, you guys have strollers, so that helps him relax, right? It helps him sleep.
It helps him. Yeah. I don't want him to. In the evening, no.
You don't want him to sleep.
No, I don't want him because I want to get him ready to sleep at night.
Yeah, so he can sleep. Yeah.
So between 7 till 9:30, we don't want him to sleep at all.
7.
That way he'll be tired at least by 10.
What time's his bedtime? What would you say? What
he
time
falls
bedtime
asleep
is
by he's in bed probably asleep by 10.
By 10.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's not around until 9:30 that he's he's ready 9. He's oh.
Yeah, that starts getting a little more fussier.
Well, that's pretty smart because you put him to sleep later, so he won't wake up. Yeah, I mean obviously he'll wake up when he's hungry.
You would think sometimes that works, but yeah.
It's Dad, Mom.
We've heard so many things your baby's still waking up in the middle of the night. I'm yeah, I just he's just maybe
still
he's
baby.
Not only that, but maybe he feels lonely. You don't know. He might not be hungry. He's probably he's in a room by himself in a caged up freaking bed. Yeah, where the fuck is
and I said this before. I think this is the first time I'll say it in recording, but is he doesn't sleep a lot like other kids do, but the other things that we've been on through, where we did the road trip all the way to San Diego, did Yosemite, swimming at your parents' house. He took it like a champ.
Yeah.
He had no crying. You saw how he was in the pool. It was the first time in the pool. We didn't know how he was going to react, and you saw how calm he was, especially in the jacuzzi.
Yeah.
You saw how calm. And then when we went to San Diego, it's an 8-hour trip. He only stopped twice to change his diaper, and the rest of the time he was either playful or asleep.
That's pretty
impressive. And it's just I don't care. At this point, I don't care if I lose that much sleep. He's a good kid when it comes to everything else.
Yeah.
So far,
right.
He is not throwing God forbid, a tantrum when we were on the road and stuff like that. So it was such a big help.
So
like that.
you know how you guys traveled with him, going on vacation. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, obviously you haven't taken him on a plane yet or flown
not
far
yet,
because of COVID and stuff.
Yeah.
But with the road trips, how does that work? How does that?
So we planned it when we went to San Diego. We left. We knew he was.
If he's asleep, that's when you're. That's when you're driving.
You go.
That's when you're driving.
Yeah.
That's when you're driving. You don't want to stop at that point. To be honest,
yeah. Unless someone really has to go to the bathroom, or
That's how we are. We went down to Santa Barbara. We're no, we're not stopping. Well, I need to go to the bathroom at slow.
Okay, fine.
That's basically your time to gun it, not gunnable safely, but that's the time.
Because we and plus he was asleep. He usually tries to sleep between from 10 p.m. till 6:30 a.m. And we left around 4 o'clock in the morning, so we knew he was going to be asleep, and so he slept for about 2.5 hours.
We didn't know. We hoped.
Yeah.
That he
and then at a certain point, Dimitri was like, Dimitri and I were going to take over. Like he was going to switch driver's seats with me, and then we were up the grapevine. And I looked, and she was asleep. The baby was asleep. And I was like, "No, I'm good. Just give me open up that Red Bull, and I'll keep going because everyone's asleep right now. If I stop the car now, he might notice, and he'll still be.
Well, no, exactly. Yeah. I was gonna say once he feels it, because that's kind of like their stroller, like rocking. And once you stop and get out, he's like, start.
Unless you unless you're really tired, then switch with someone else real quickly. But if he's asleep, just keep going, and it worked. It worked so well.
We basically had survived with bottles, snacks, and water, because the snacks that might constipate them, so we had to balance it out with water. Mm-hmm. So that's how we were able to kind of go and go with the most of it. So I was gonna say what else. And iPad. We downloaded hella stuff. We downloaded Elmo's favorite stuff.
Cars,
so you guys do it on this iPad or? Does he have his own?
Yeah, we down.
No, this is right here.
Oh, you're starting to get phones.
This is mine, but we use this.
What I went on Amazon and I typed down road trip with baby, and a whole bunch of random stuff came up.
I'll take that.
And I'm like, oh, I tried this and that. So I bought a few different things. I bought a little iPad holder. So to face him in the car, so whenever he got fussy, we'll put on anything that we feel just to kind of hold us off until the next stop. So cheers. Until the next stop.
I can get the other one.
No, I'm okay. So I feel that's how kind of how we pretty much survived. And so on our rest stops, we'll make sure to get him out. Fernando's cheersing with the baby.
18 years, 21 years, around there.
Yeah. Oh, I know, man. Most likely, damn well it's gonna be 18 years. He goes, but I mean, I know we've been going a while, but Leslie, any last minute things? I mean, we're gonna continue this conversation.
Wait, essentials.
More time
for
that's what I was gonna ask.
For registry,
yes.
Oh.
What's that you use and other things that you didn't even use at all.
For sure, that baby monitor, man, I'm still using it now, and I will keep using it. So the baby monitor, thank you, Jessica, by the way, the Diaz family, because they were the ones that hooked it up with that. The baby monitor, bathtub. So you get to decide okay, if you feel you have enough space. Or if you don't, there's collapsible baby tubs. There's so many different kinds that you can do.
I think we have room for a tub.
Okay, perfect. So
we have 2 bathrooms.
There you go.
Yeah, we got a tub. I mean,
so try to get a tub that grows with the baby. Basically, anything you get it so he can grow with it. The swing was awesome.
What swing? Oh, the one that you guys.
Yeah, we had the Fisher Price one. So it was super beneficial. I didn't love for him to sleep in it for things such as sits as well. Just the positioning of the baby, from what I know, back is best. So I wouldn't want him to sleep on there for too long. But anyway, at least it'll hold him off with the music while you have to run to the bathroom. Or that's exactly what happened. I would have to run to the bathroom and lock him in real quick. Or you need to do the dishes. He's there. He's hopefully he's chill. He'll enjoy it. The music's going. Whatnot.
Naps.
Those what are those called? They're little bouncers.
Yeah.
Little bouncers.
They kind of go
we would on days that his that we would have dinner.
That's the one that you hang from the ceiling.
No, it's a little.
They're thinking the little jumper things where the kids
hang them from the ceiling.
No.
The swing.
Oh my bad.
No. She's saying something where he lays down and the thing just bounces.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
There's so many different kinds.
Erica her boy Aaron didn't like that.
Right. So she's gonna give it to us.
So the swing.
Yeah.
Swing. And that's the thing too. So it just depends. Add anything you want on your registry because people are going to get it for you. You don't know what's going to work for you with the baby. So better yet, just add it in there.
Yeah.
If the baby is not cool with it, he might like it later.
Yeah,
Julian wasn't a fan of the swing all the time. He eventually liked it later on, but he outgrew it. So It just, introduce it at different stages. Maybe he'll like it later on, maybe not.
What did help was the...
Bottles? Hold on. Bottles?
I heard baby might be picky about the brand.
Very picky. Yeah. So maybe don't get, maybe don't put in... My
sister told me, don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yes, no.
Try the different ones.
Try different ones. Get the ones you get for free from your registries. Picky, fool. I really like the Dr. Brown's. A lot of babies tend to like that one, so I kind of went with it. There's that one, and there's another one I have to send you, but a lot of babies tend to like, but then some babies might not like that one, and they might like a completely different style. So it just all depends on the baby. So shop around, go to Target and get one of each brand that you think might work. Pacifiers, get different kind of pacifiers. He might not even like the pacifier. You actually technically have to train the baby to... Some were either
too big for his mouth or just...
some he didn't like them at all. Yeah, but you kind of have to train your baby to show them how to properly keep it there. What other things? Clothes. Go crazy with clothes. Fuck it. It's your first baby.
Yeah, no.
I don't
put anything you want. This is the same way that I feel like the waist is the same way that I used to have people. Just to sign up people for the registry for the wedding. For the registries, this is your baby registry. Put anything you want in there. Have fun, with it. Put in things that you think might, take into consideration of what other babies, you've had so many babies around you guys, which you notice works for them, it might work for you, it might not, but it's your wish list, just pack it up with heck of things. Give people options, to shop for you.
I recommend for pajamas, get the ones with the 2 zippers.
Zippers don't fuck buttons. I'm sorry.
Don't do buttons.
That's
you don't want
in the middle of the night. Do you want to
no?
Yeah, 3 in the morning, little buttons. And
I've heard that from so many people.
Yeah, it's just
no buttons. But if you get them, it's cute through the day. Take a picture or two, but no, back in that zipper.
Yeah, it's fine if it's shorts are in the middle of the day, but it's at night. Don't do pajamas like that. No. I don't know why they make that at night. It's horrible.
Yeah, at the beginning, tummy time is essential. Floor time is so important for babies. So get a cool play mat.
What helped us so much when you guys gave us the play area thing.
That little thing that put it on the registry. So
and it was magic. He loved it so much, and then we eventually had to go to a bigger one.
I liked it because it was colorful. So
we'll probably put it I don't know, put a little more
right
mats,
there in the middle of the carpet.
Carpet,
he's probably not because your baby's not gonna roll around just yet. As long as it's looking up, it's it's gonna get that back time, and then next thing you know, the baby might actually start doing sit-ups and just trying to grab it. So that's
put books in there if you want. Have a cute little bookshelf because babies they like seeing the colors. Just help stimulate their mind.
Yeah.
I don't know. At this
something
point,
you didn't use, what's something people always get people, and it's you just didn't even use it. The only thing I've heard people tell me is that people always buy you things in newborn size, and it's it would be helpful if they bought it in different sizes.
You know what? No, I used newborn sizes up until he was at least over a month. I feel like he was little, so I used it for a good time. I didn't mind it. For me, I had a good. I definitely feel like I had a good amount of clothes of 3 to 6 months.
Oh, okay.
Maybe think about the seasons.
Right. He's gonna be this age then.
Yeah.
Well, the majority of stuff that people buy is probably 3 to 6 months, right? They they're gonna buy. Let's get him something later because it's gonna grow up. So newborn stuff for sure, I'm sure that's really appreciated because he's gonna need a lot of newborn stuff. So.
I had big items, like a stroller, add that in there, of course. Car seat, add it in. Because sometimes people will pitch in, a group of people might want to pitch in for that big ticket item. So
that's what we did for my coworker. We all chipped in for a car seat.
Exactly. Yeah, there you go. Nice. A car seat, a good car seat.
So yeah, I mean,
for stroller. Our stroller, I really like the idea of transitioning from, the car seat that goes from the stroller onto the car. I found that very easy. I kind of miss that concept now.
Yeah. And
what was the brand of that?
Our was Peg Perego. Ours was more of like
stroller?
a bougie brand.
So
It's a stroller, right?
yeah. So it's the same stroller we use now, but it had another
yeah.
compartment where like you're able to detach it and then connect it to another compartment onto in the car. And it locks in there.
I remember when we went to the softball game, Miguelitos. Miguel, he said something about it. He's like, "Oh, those are good strollers."
Yeah.
So he was able to grow with this one.
Yeah.
Now, since we don't need the car seat, he now just uses it as the stroller. So, and the good thing about it is that we got a lot of, what was it? Well, like any money that we had. Oh no, Jessica was the one that wanted to buy it first. So it was from Bye Bye Baby. So we used our coupon. Likely we were to use the coupon on there, and then we just like split the price of the freaking of the stroller. But
Nice.
I thought that was like a big win for us. I really like that stroller.
Man, that seems like there's a lot, man.
I know a lot of different types of things.
Take in.
I mean, we're just throwing everything out there like real quickly, but
that for me was the hardest part. Choosing, I knew I wanted to invest in a good car seat, a safe car seat, and then a good stroller. Yeah. So that's I'm glad those were like our biggest like investments in there. Oh, and a good crib, of course. Yeah. Every crib right now. The thing is, anything you choose, it's gonna be safe because it has to pass like a certain standard, regulations, certain standard.
And what helps out the most, because like I know you guys are gonna be building the crib and all this other stuff. Like I know you have the instructions on there. If you get frustrated, just go on YouTube. Just go on YouTube.
Hey man,
just go on YouTube. Yeah, like most of the car seats, the 2 car seats I put in, is mostly YouTube because it's better to visually see it happen.
Yeah.
Oh,
and so it helps so much.
Right.
YouTube
instead of reading those little inky dinky instructions.
That's a little bit suck. I mean, it's better to see someone actually do it on.
I'll show you the stuff my cousin gave me.
Yeah.
She gave me a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And man, we're coming forward like I remember when at the very end of the month, like I was gonna practice putting on diapers on stuffed animals. I never got a chance to do that because I didn't know how to put on diapers. Next thing you just gradually hang on to it, and next thing you know, you're an expert.
I know how to change diapers. It just takes me a long time.
Yeah, you guys have way more experience than we did. I don't know what shit. Start practicing on your nephews.
Practicing on stuffed
there's
animals.
such thing as a PPTP. Don't use it. We just use a little rag.
That's right. Because for a boy, okay, so
put a wipe over.
I mean, knock on wood. I haven't been peed on yet.
Yeah.
So only because
on you tonight.
No, that's what I'm not gonna know what for.
My coworker got peed on twice on her birthday.
Oh my god. But yeah, because like as soon as I open his diaper, I put the rag right on top of him, and a couple times it has saved me because like next thing you know, I'm about to put on the diaper. I'm like, why is it wet? And I'm like, oh shit, he peed on the rag. Hey. But the rag soaked it up, so he didn't get the diaper, so it helps so much.
It's your dad's chamois.
Yeah, it's ShamWow or so whatever. It soaked it up.
Diaper genie. Yeah.
Oh yeah, diaper genie.
Oh yeah,
write that stuff down for me.
No. What do you do about it's like the middle of the night and there's I'm really weird about smells. Like I have to change this trash bag like probably daily.
Mm-hmm.
So they have little carbon filters in it. Can you
throw a poopy diaper in the diaper genie and it's not gonna smell?
Yeah, it won't.
For me, I don't know how people have that issue because it only stinks if you open it, but the smell it goes away.
Yeah, I'll take it.
We put there's a little carbon filter that you're able to put on the top of the lid to kind of absorb it, so it gets trapped in as opposed to being let out into the air. The only time, if we change out the bag every 2 days, to be honest. So because with the kind that we got, it once you put it in, you step on it and then it traps it all. So I feel like ours is done.
And honestly, like the first few months, he didn't stink that much. Yeah, he pooped. But it wasn't
it's still innocent poop.
Yeah, it's innocent poop, so it doesn't smell that bad.
That it gets pretty offensive.
Yeah. And what she's describing right now, like when you open it up and then you kind of smell it before you put it back in, before it closes, that's only because he's at this age now where he's eating more solid food. But at that age, like you guys should be fine. It does like and even after we close it, give it about like another minute, it smells gone. It's not there no more.
Yeah, just air it out.
Even after you make the biggest poop ever.
I loosened it for you here. You open it.
But no, we never. I feel like to this point we've never had I feel like a little carbon filter makes a difference. Like,
it but if you do need to throw it out, if you smell a little bit, maybe just throw it out.
Yeah, even if it's a little. What else? Any other big things? Oh, a good bassinet. I really liked our bassinet because. I
had many options to it.
I wanted something that I can see him through when I'm asleep.
Oh,
I wanted mesh.
That's smart.
I didn't want, for me, I didn't want the something that was covered on the sides. Right. So I'm like, I need something that I can see peek, when I'm awake, make sure he's okay. Ooh, he's breathing fine. Okay, good. Peace of mind is basically how I like to shop.
Yeah.
So
speaking of peace of mind, we were actually, what do you think about the owlet?
The what?
The sock.
Because
I feel like I'm gonna be nervous about that like the whole night. Like I won't even sleep.
Okay, here's the thing about the outlet.
Because someone told me it was peace of mind for them. It's a sock.
Okay, so what it does is it actually it detects the heartbeat, basically the heartbeat of the baby.
Oh, okay.
So and it will alert you.
It will alert you.
Loud sound.
It does the job. The only thing, so we actually had it. We got it as a gift. I just never used it anymore because of it can overheat, basically.
So
I once I heard that, I'm like, nope, okay. I'm not gonna use it.
Okay.
I feel like with the bassinet, I feel like if he's next to you, because I got very, very anxious that night. I'm a very anxious person when it comes to like with JJ and stuff. But
well, who wouldn't about their kids?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
So I don't know where I had to learn this, but like with moms, there's like that sense that you get somehow. I don't know, but like as long as he's next to you, I feel like you'll be able to hear their little like coos or he's waking up. You're like, oh okay. It just kind of like trigger. With you two, it might I don't know. Are you a heavy sleeper?
Not
anymore.
I usually am.
I used to be too. I used to be like. Recently, I started becoming a light sleeper. I'm a light sleeper.
So, I feel like I at the end of the day I didn't end up needing it. That was enough for me. To
only because he was so close to us.
Because we gave it a try, and we gave it a try for a couple nights. But once I heard about that, I'm like,
I didn't think of that.
I had read stories. There were actually times where that actually did happen. I think I had read articles
that it worked.
That it had overheated.
So it kind of burned their.
It kind of did burn them. It didn't like it significantly. It didn't like.
But it like heat up quite a bit.
Yes, exactly.
So they want their feet warm. I mean hot, but.
I feel like at this point, that's why back is best. That's why they suggest don't have any, even in the bassinet, maybe get a swaddle that has Velcro on it.
Right.
As opposed to, maybe something that's too loose. Get something that's... I would just do, like, your research just to see what, other moms...
Yeah.
What they liked about this swaddle or that swaddle. If you don't want a swaddle at all, that's, that's totally... There's so many different kinds.
Yeah.
There's so many different kinds.
Leslie don't swaddle me. No
there's...
She doesn't.
There's...
I feel like I have to be careful with her more.
One... Called... I'd have to get you the...
Smart sock.
Yeah, there you go. Remember? That's the one we have.
It's like a freaking hospital monitor on their foot.
I was totally obsessed with the idea of it. I'm like, this is perfect. The most perfect thing.
I know. I heard of it, and then I didn't think about what you said.
I mean, I don't.
It's great.
And it didn't. And it was very little. I didn't hear it happening often, but it was enough for me to not want to use it at all.
Yeah.
So, I feel like. Yeah, at that point, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to stick with, back is best. I'm just not going to put anything in there. Let's keep turning on the fan.
So what happens if the baby, like, spits up their milk at night and they're sleeping and they're on their back? So, like, what do they say about that? Because I know back is best. Like, that's what's, like, the thing right now.
Gravity's going against them. So if they're on their side, they're technically... if it's, like, a newborn, they can't, like, really move as much. They're less likely to choke on their spit if they're on their back, actually.
Okay.
So gravity's working against them. It's with them, I guess?
With them.
So basically, it's going they're not going to spit up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So other contraptions like wedge pillows, those aren't safe. All those kind of pillows that claim that it's safe by this and that, no, like... I would talk with like your pediatrician at the same time too. Trying to get that insight from them.
Yeah.
And because they know a lot, they're pediatricians, but
yeah,
do your research.
Right.
On everything that you buy, they says it's safe for your baby, and as simple as weighted sleepers. That's like another controversial thing as well. Right. We actually got one called like the nested bean. So it's basically like a sleeper, and it's lightly weighted here. But I didn't do enough research, I guess, after, and it said, like in the, some people say like don't even use anything that's weighted, or it's just so much to it. I don't know.
There's so many things now.
Yeah, exactly. So there's so many things.
It's like too many options.
I know, too many options, and I always wanted to do something that was. We all want to do something that's safe, always. But anyway, yeah. So with like the whole spit up situation, did Ileana, did she experience that with like spit up situations where like they had a lot of like?
I don't remember her telling me, but I just remember someone was talking to me recently, and they were telling me that. Oh, their mom and their grandma told them, like, put the baby on their side because if they spit up, then they're going to choke on it. And
I mean, they're going to move. It's start up on the side and go on their back.
You'll hear, before anything, like, you'll hear them cough. I think that's enough for you to, like...
Man, we're going to be super light sleepers then.
I know.
That'll be enough for you to, like, wake up and just, to make sure they're okay. So, but... Yeah, I'll send you some some links or some pages that I felt was helpful to me.
Yeah, we're just like interested in safety, like you.
Yeah, yeah. So
it's like someone just tell me the safe option.
I know,
There's
and it's exactly.
What is the option?
What is the option?
There's so many pages that I like.
Mom instinct kicks in.
Like on Instagram, I feel like I got so many Instagram and Facebook. I'd recommend to like follow like groups that a lot of moms have like the same questions as you as well.
Yeah, I think my sister does that.
And I got that idea from Jessica. She's like, she told me like follow this page, follow that page, and it really did help. Sometimes I will tell you it's so overwhelming with the problems that moms have, and I'm like, oh my god, is this gonna happen to me?
And they're really sad.
And some are very sad. I'm like, oh my god, this and that.
I know. I was
don't
like,
go down the internet rabbit hole.
Yes, doing that with pregnancy.
You're just gonna stress yourself out.
Man.
That's the thing about like. Us being millennials, we have we have so many like resources and outlets, but at the same time, it's like
it hurts us.
It's so much. It gets you anxious. For me, like I'm quite anxious. At some point, I had to mute some of the pages to like cleanse out, get what I need, and stop the rest.
Yeah, I kind of stopped reading some pregnancy like message boards because a lot of them were sad.
And she would tell me, she'd be like, "Oh, I heard this and that and this," and I'm like, "Oh no, let's not read."
It's really sad. I'm just not gonna look at it.
I know. Sometimes you just have to like step back.
Yeah.
That's the best thing. Turn off your phone. Whatever your baby's experiencing is something that that someone else might completely be experiencing is the opposite. And
right.
Really
it just
this one's good. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'll buy you. Let me tell you something. After I don't know when you can drink after breastfeeding, whatever. But once you're able to drink again, I'll get you like 2-3 of these.
Fruity wine.
Yeah, like 5 of them.
That goes back to our first topic was like keep your sanity. As like when we told that night when where we had a party at Dominic's and like your sister was over and everything. Jessica was like like asking us like, oh, how'd it go? And I was like, oh man, we got.
Like Jessica, your sister-in-law?
No.
Oh, my sister. Yeah.
I was like, oh man, we got drunk, but we had fun. She's like, that's healthy. I like do that once in a while. Once in a while.
Yeah, because whatever it is, designate something for yourselves.
Yeah. And I mean, like the first few months, 2 months, like the most you can do is just go to a restaurant, go to the movies.
Right.
Just have a night for yourself. Your parents are close by.
Yeah,
that's such a big help.
Yes. But also know that having the time for yourself doesn't mean that you have to leave your baby somewhere else. It's okay to bring your baby with you. Mm-hmm. You don't have to leave your comfort zone. Go at your own pace. It's okay not to leave your baby there.
Just go to the park.
It can be. Have a little picnic somewhere. Go to like a quiet area that is nice and that you. Know that your baby, whoever's around won't be bothered by your baby, whatever it is. Sure. Yeah. So, even the park here next, it's freaking field of soccer now that I think about it. Damn, it's changed around here a lot.
Oh yeah, they put some artificial
it's
turf on that
nice
thing.
here. It's super nice to take a walk here. The sunsets are freaking awesome.
Yeah, I mean, look, we could always like go like Birch Park. I mean, it's like right near where her parents live. We can just
around here, the complex.
The complex,
contact us. Like, we'll go for like walks together.
Yeah, we'll go.
Share more stories,
but no, just keep your sanity. Like you said,
get the baby introduced to more sounds and everything. That way, like
fireworks,
loud sounds won't startle them not so much.
You get them adjusted to what you
life outside.
Yeah, what you want them to be adjusted to. Pretty much, if you want them to be quiet, they're gonna get used to something that's quiet. But still, like, once you put them in a setting where it's loud, they're going to be like, oh, shit, what's this?
Yeah,
but,
so slowly... Let's see. All right, guys, we're going to end this episode. This is episode 97. Thank you so much. Almost 100, man. Yeah. So all about baby talk. So let us know if you guys have any questions. All our fans.
All the fans from where you said it was?
Netherlands.
All our fans.
All right, guys.
We're sorry if this wasn't your topic for today.
Sorry.
Hey, you never know, man. You guys might have kids in the future
next
soon.
time. But for those that want to listen to this,
we're gonna do more.
And by the way, I'm sorry. I don't know if I could say this. Get your vaccines, people.
Yeah, get vaccinated.
Get vaccinated, please. Have a great day.
All right.
There you go.
All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.